Well, this isn't called the Journeyman series for nothing, and our poor form hopefully doesn't continue against a big competitor, Middlesbrough, in the Ware Tees Derby. Coming up in a second. So first, before we continue, let me apologize at how long it's taken me to get to this video. I've got life going on outside of my content creation, and I've got content creation going on. My Twitch channel has continued to be very popular, and I've been focusing quite a bit on that, and it's taken me away from Football Manager, so apologies for that. But let's get back to it. We've not had a great season thus far, and we're certainly performing under my expectations, excuse me. And if you look at at least the results schedule here, you can see there's a lot of red losses on there. We have a couple of greens and a couple of draws in there, but more losses than I would like. And we're barely holding on to mid-table with what's going on right now. Part of that is because I've switched the entire formation. And that's because the players that I have at Sunderland didn't really fit the five at the back. Rotation wasn't really working very well, nor were players fitting into the formation I was trying. So there was a kind of a double-edged sword coming at me there. On top of that, the players are playing below their attribute levels, in my opinion. Or at least some of them are. So teams that are better organized than us and are more familiar with their formations are easily handing us our rear. So this is form I hope to change. As you can see, in the past couple of games, we swapped to a 4-4-1-1 and a 4-1-4-1. Now, the 4-1-4-1, I think, is going to be my formation for this season because we have an abundance of midfielders and we have some okay wide players in the first-level team. I'm not caring that Max Power and Dobson don't play well together. They're just going to have to get over it. But anyway, we've got a very big game coming up here in just a moment. It's the Ware Tees Derby. I had to look this one up. It's against Middlesbrough, and Middlesbrough is a pretty good team, but they're struggling just like we are in the mid-table. So hopefully we can get some points off of this, but I'm not too confident. Coming up in a second. Okay, so we're at home against Middlesbrough. Excuse me, Middlesbrough. Ooh, Middlesbrough. Definitely not the same place. I'm not really familiar with any of these players, maybe except for Snodgrass on Middlesbrough. So I'm not going to be able to counter them just off my own knowledge. But this should be an interesting game. So going into the dressing room here. I know how hard you all have been working to end this poor run of form. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. I have faith in you. No, the pressure is not off because this is a derby, and the fans need you guys to win this. So we're among the possession leaders in the championship, but we don't do very well with the ball. I'm not going to say that, though. Oh, they're 23rd. Oh, in the form table. Yeah, that's about right. All right, and off we go. And I've been playing in 2D because some of my playing I've been doing remotely. So let me just change up the cameras here. I think I do sideline. Yep, that's what I do. All right, and Middlesbrough not taking advantage, and they are pressing quite high. So we might be able to exploit the press here. But their defenders are definitely sticking back there. So one thing we've not been able to convert is any creativity for goal chances. And Moreo, as you saw going through the tunnel, hasn't been scoring. So that is a problem. And the other problem I have is my midfielders have little to no long shot attributes, which is something I focused on with Deportivo, was to make sure those midfielders had the long shot attributes so they could at least hammer some in from long. So there's definitely going to be some rebuilding. I don't expect to make the playoffs at all with this team. I am hoping that we can stay in the championship, because if we get relegated, I can absolutely guarantee I will be fired from Sunderland. And we're having some okay possession here in their box, but it's still early in the match yet. I need to make sure Moreo's not on target, man. He is not. Okay. And I think with the single striker in this particular one, in this particular formation and team, I'm going to start using a different one. Different role. My mind is not fully on soccer. I think that's another reason why I haven't exactly been on top of making the episodes, is soccer's kind of at the back of my mind. Football's at the back of my mind with the way the last season ended, and you know, things are kind of slowly getting rolling with the new season. Oh, man. An offensive foul in the box. That's good to see. And here comes Middlesbrough. Kind of turning things around, getting a little bit more possession. So Jordan Willis has been out on injury for quite some time, and I've kind of forced him back. The same with Max Power. I've kind of not necessarily forced him back, but they had medical checks that they passed. Oh, come on! What's going on there? That should have been a goal. Somebody should have been able to tap that in. My goodness. That was a fantastic piece of offensive play. So some of the best I've seen from the team yet. So as I was saying, both Willis and Power checked out medically, but they also had that weird status where it's like they don't recommend giving them full time, but they can't say they can't play. So they're getting the whole game, or at least most of it, both of them. All right. Abdallah not doing well with that shot at all. Long clear, and Maguire picks it up. Abdallah, Hume, Maguire. So one of the problems I have, I can't run the 4-4-1-1 that I had. I switched. Full disclosure is that I switched to the formations I was building at Deportivo, because I'm much more familiar with the way they play in FM20 than the 5 at the back. And I can't run the 4-4-1-1 yet because I just have no left side on this team. And if this really is the positions that the players for the real Sunderland play, then, I mean, aside from the fact that they're paying out the rear, it's no wonder the team has struggled to get anywhere. But we're getting some positive reactions here. We're getting some positive play in the box. That was weird that Thiago Alore, who's a defender, was having a shot on box there. Or shot on goal. A lot of offsides from Middlesbrough. I like to see that. I like to see that we're holding our defensive line. So the team is learning the formation. All right, we're 34 minutes in. And I'm going to undo work in the box and see if that helps at all. Excuse me, it's morning while I record this. As you can tell, my mind isn't exactly totally on yet. Haven't finished my first cup of coffee yet either, so. So Middlesbrough has a corner. Puts the corner up, and McLaughlin's able to shut that down. McLaughlin has turned into a little bit better of a goalkeeper than I anticipated. He's actually playing a little bit above his attributes, in my opinion. And that is... Oh, hello! I'll take the goal. The goal comes from a free kick. Maguire puts it up, and the Middlesbrough keeper can't decide if it's going in or out and lets it in. 1-0, Sunderland. I'll take those all day long, thank you very much. We have some really good cover with the defensive line. And while the players aren't totally gelling yet, they are at least getting things down with, and as I say that, we lose the ball. They're at least getting things down with overlapping on the defensive side of things. You could see in that last play, Thiago Elore came to cover the fullback who had pushed up to press. And that's a nice yellow card on Middlesbrough. Let's see if we can capitalize on this. Stop and play. And we can't. All right. There we go. A little pass into space. Not offside. And that's a corner. All right. The team isn't playing half bad. They're not... Ooh. Ball ricochets off a Sunderland player for a goal kick. That would have hurt in real life. So you can see the Sunderland team gets real narrow when they're defending, and that is by design. That's just the way my formations play on defense. I like to have them nice and tight, but it does allow for a lot of exploitation of the wide areas. And that's okay because we do have some good heading attributes on my defense, so I'm okay with that. All right. 9 shots to 6, 3 to 4 on target, 7 fouls. They've had 2 cards, and we've had the majority of possession. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because that's denying them opportunities. Let's see. So Maguire is 8-2 because he has that goal, and Moreo is playing very well for not having scored. So I'm okay with that as well. You know what? All right. Got to guard against complacency now, lads. There's much more to come from all y'all. Say it a little assertively. Let them know that, you know, I really believe in them. Give them that oomph. Who's kind of underperforming here? Dobson is not playing well, and Gooch is not playing well, and nor is Max Power. That is somewhat unsurprising. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Gooch out wide. And that's the other thing. My inverted wingers aren't necessarily inverted wingers. You know what? Let me just take a quick look at something here. His left foot, right foot is... and I think Maguire's right foot as well, right? Yes. Although his left foot is very strong, too. Well, they both have pretty good left foot, so I'm going to leave them there. Since those are the sides they actually play, they're just not used to the roles. Let's just think about Moreo here. How can he be more effective in the game? You can see even my striker, because he's primarily a pressing forward, is just not suited to being a striker, really. Maybe he would excel as a target man on attack in here. Because I need somebody to attack. Let's just try that for a little bit. You know, because I have no... You can see I have no roles in here to attack. Actually, my fullbacks attack. That produces... if you have somebody that's a quality fullback, it produces some very quality play. And yes, I'm using the word quality twice there. All right, let's start this second half and see if we can hold on and improve this lead. We'll just give the ball right to Middlesbrough and say, here, we've had too much of the ball. And they give it back and they say, nope. And then we give it right back and say, we insist. All right, come on, guys. All right, 09. Gives the ball away to Snodgrass. That is a frequent error 09 and the other, the left wing back do, or the left back do. They try to pass it across the field, and it gets intercepted by an opposing team's midfield player. It's almost like they don't have enough power to cross the ball. Hume and 09 are both regular offenders in that regard. And that's another corner for Middlesbrough. It looks like they're coming out strong here. The second half. But their manager has been decidedly lackadaisical with regards to the Derby match. So we might already have the edge on them because their manager's taken things pretty chill. Whereas I've been telling the team, you know, I had a team talk, like a team meeting before this match. I've really been focusing on getting the players focused on this. Focus, focus. All right, Power is not playing well at all, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. Come on, guys. Stop giving the ball away. This is ridiculous. It's almost like they don't have the vision or the teamwork or the wherewithal to get the ball into the wide areas where we have. And I don't think Maguire was offside there. That was a bit aggressive. All right, a throw in to Dobson, and that's a poor header. As you can tell, just the quality of play is just very mediocre. The heck was that? Just have a shot and it rifles right off of a defender. All right, Power playing a little bit of defense there. And Maguire heads it out, which I think he should have done better, but he can't really understand that. All right, it's time for me to make a change because Power is not doing well here. So Abdallah is left. Dobson. Where do you prefer? Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap Abdallah, put Dobson over there, and no. That's what I want right there. Okay, give that a try. Mumba is playing above his attributes. He just came back from injury, and he's been raring to play. He's been doing well in training as well, so we'll have to see how this goes. These guys are just kicking the ball out. All right, Maguire with another free kick, and it's headed away. Lore, Willis, Gooch. Back to a 9. Get my mouse out of there. Mumba puts it all the way back to McLaughlin and resets the field. McLaughlin out to Hume. Up to Dobson. Mumba. Maguire running in, gets the ball taken. Abdallah is able to harp on that. Gets it up to Maguire. Hey, all right. There's a second goal. Abdallah with a solid shot from the top of the box. And it looks like my change was high IQ. Got some space. Nobody closed him down, and he put a shot right over to the right side of the goal. And we're up 2-0 in our derby. This could be big. If we can hold on to this or improve this this win, or correction, this goal difference, this could be big both for us and the fans, us being the team and the players. This would be a very large morale boost. And that's over. But Middlesbrough has been knocking on the door, trying to figure out a way to sneak in. Thankfully, they haven't figured that out yet. But they are shutting everything down. Holy cow. That was offside. How was that not offside? Well, might not be offside, but it'll also be a very poor attempt at goal. All right, let's give the lads a demand more here, because this is just... We are not holding onto the ball anymore. Let us... let's turn off run at defense. And I'm going to give them a little scooch back. Cross is put into space. Correction, the corner is put out into no man's land, and we give the ball right back. It's a giving game, apparently. Nobody wants to hold on to the ball. I think everybody's scared that they're going to make a mistake, so they just kick it out. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Oh, I thought that break was going to be a goal for them. All right. All right. Quality passing there. Not bad. Bit of one touch. And we're looking threatening, and I'm a little chagrined to see how many open seats there are in the stand for such an important game. But, you know, that's okay. I don't blame the fans. We're not playing well. All right. 10 minutes of regular time left. I have a feeling there's going to be, like, for whatever reason, 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage. All right, ball out wide to Maguire, and he puts it right back in the middle. Out wide to Gooch. And Gooch rifles it off and gets us a corner. Maguire puts the corner up. Moreo with a pretty good header, and their keeper is able to jump right onto that. And their keeper gives us the ball right back and says, have another go. Dobson, in acres of space, puts the ball out wide to Gooch. Nine crosses the ball somehow, and Moreo puts the header over. Actually, let me look at something here, because I feel like... Okay, so they do both have... Get further forward. Okay, I'm fine with that. All right, is there anybody I should sub at this time? Gooch is tired. Willis is getting there. Maguire is tired. Well, let's see here. Well, I think I'm just going to have to take Willis to the end. Lore's not struggling that bad. So I'm going to replace both of my wingers here. I have faith in both of you. Let's do this. Please, let's do this. All right, Konkowski is able to affect the play immediately. Grabs the goal kick. And we get a corner. So I guess the best way to sum up the way we've been playing within each match is inconsistent. You know, we have moments of brilliance that get us a goal or two, and sometimes that's enough to win a match. And then sometimes a team that we're playing against comes back and turns it on, and they're consistent for longer than we are in the match, and thus we lose. Or if the team can't get it together, like hopefully Middlesbrough can't here in the next couple of minutes, we win. So it's really frustrating because we're so inconsistent. Hopefully, most of that inconsistency goes away as we learn, as the team gels more with the tactics. And you can see Middlesbrough back line is... It looks like they're reacting to Moreo's attacking target man. Like he is definitely pushing that line back and giving us space right at the top of the box, which is how Abdallah got that second goal there a few minutes ago. But if we had more midfielders that had a better long shot attribute, we could certainly take advantage of that. Out wide to Hume. Back to Embleton. And that is a goal kick for Middlesbrough because it rocketed it off of Embleton. And here we go. We got 3 minutes of stoppage time, and Konkowski intercepts the free kick and puts it a little wide, but that's what I like to see. He's affecting the game as a sub. And Middlesbrough Cedric loses the ball, thankfully, to Embleton, who has fresh legs. Dobson back to Abdallah. And I'm not sure why Konkowski didn't run onto that ball. That's one of those weird Football Manager program glitches. And there's a good offsides, and only about a minute left in stoppage. At this point, the fans would be whistling. The ref would be under pressure to blow the whistle. Abdallah, Dobson. Gotta get my mouse out of there. Oh, Embleton puts up a shot, and it curves just out, just wide. To me, it looked like it bounced off the goalkeeper, but what do I know? Hume, Dobson, Mumba. Konkowski has, I I feel like he's been doing pretty well since he came on. That's offsides, I think. Yeah, right there. 09 didn't quite watch that back line, but that's all right. More time wasting. I'm okay with that. And the whistle should blow here momentarily. All right. And that's it. We're able to pull off a victory in a very big derby match for Sunderland. Very, very, very happy about that. And you can see, wow, 3-4-3 or 3-4-2-1 is what they ended with. That's interesting. They really went full defensive mode, and they just gave us the ball the whole time at the end of the second half there. Shot 17-13, so pretty equal there. Unfortunately, 10 of them were off target. We have 56% possession, and that's all right. And we move up a couple spots in the table, which I'm fine with that. Middlesbrough, we've sent tumbling down the table here. And what an interesting table here. Hull is bottom. Ipswich is low. Stoke looks like they're going to get relegated. And Preston, Burnley up top. Brentford up top. Nottingham Forest is in first, battling it out with Derby County. All right. Well, I was not expecting that game to be actually that good. I was expecting to lose this game, so I am happy. But as you can see, the team just isn't clicking yet. And certainly, as I keep saying, when they start clicking, when they start gelling with the formation, things will be a little bit better, but I don't expect to finish higher than mid-table this season with this team. I'm hoping that with some contracts ending and some players leaving and maybe selling some other players, we can kind of refine the team over the season in the winter transfer window and the next summer transfer window, and we can turn this team around for next season. I'm already thinking about next season, but I'm focused on this one. So thanks again for everybody for checking this out. I appreciate you all waiting patiently for the second episode. I should get the next episode out next week, but don't hold me to that. Anyway, thanks again, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.